See in the tunnel, it's a short walk out to the playing arena. What these two teams are going to be met with is a wave of emotion. Junior Balo at the head of the queue for Samoa. James Fisher-Harris for the Kiwis. A moment to behold. International Rugby League, a big stage. Those of our viewers who don't live in Sydney, there have been cars going around all across the city this week with Samoan flags. You've seen them, Michael?
Absolutely, littered through the Sutherland Shire. They've been everywhere. Yesterday morning, Andrew, the young players from Western Suburbs Magpies, the Bulldogs and North Sydney Bears were out on the Wanda sand dunes, and there was Samoan flags everywhere, absolutely littered. There yesterday morning. You see Tim Laffey there leading out the Samoan side as well. A lovely touch you can see there in the traditional Samoan gear there. Great stuff, isn't it? This, like, look at the sea of blue. It's absolutely fantastic.
Of course, always a highlight. The Haka of New Zealand, the Sivatau of Samoa. We will bring it to you live here on Fox League. Teams lined up for Anthems pre-match.
See, what I did notice last week, Andrew, was how up the
New
Zealanders
please
were.
Stand for the Samoan national anthem.
We go national anthems, folks, in the countdown to kick-off.
And the New Zealand national anthem, sung by Rosita Gibbons.
about you, but that image of Kieran Foran,
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be forgotten too quick. Tears rolling down the face of one of our most experienced players. His last day, 318 NRL games. His last match is his 34th test for New Zealand.
Yeah.
What about that moment?
An absolute warrior, both in the NRL and at test level. And seeing the emotion, Kieran Foran, seeing the emotion, Brian Toll. Well, buckle up, things are getting heavy here, Andrew. Here we go.
They line up. Shoulder
How
to
good's
shoulder.
this?
Samoan's back on the 30-metre line. Who goes first? The Sivatau of Samoa, a Haka of New Zealand. It will be New Zealand that back away and will now perform the Haka before their fans, representing their families. James Fisher-Harris regards this as one of his greatest honours. Challenge served. Now the war cry of Samoa. To rally their team. To awaken the gods. Junior Barlaw, the centre of the huddle. Most capped Samoan test player. Lovely last moment. Josh Papali'i, just a little nod, respects combatants, but deep respect. In fact, there are players across the New Zealand side who have represented Samoa. The heritage runs deep. The emotion is real.
Oh, yeah.
I can't expect anything but great battle. Nothing will be left on the park for this one. Last game of the year.
Boy, off in reserve, Josh Papali'i, Brian Toa, Payne Haas, Benai Uelu. Emotion just seething out of them. Look at that. Boy, it is real.
I think New Zealand entitled to be favourites, but if they called that the mounting yard, I don't want to be discounting the challenge of Samoa in racing parlance. They're ready for the battle.
The great thing, the evidence is there from Samoa, where against Tonga a fortnight ago, it was relentless for 80 minutes, and that was a great sign for them. It wasn't just an opening 10 or 15 minute full of emotion. They were able to sustain their line speed, their contact, their physicality for the whole duration. I think that caught Tonga by surprise, that it just didn't ease up.
Yeah, and I think Parlour brought something a little bit different to that ball playing at the line. Once they got the ascendancy through the middle of the ruck, through Payne Haas and Marlowe and those sort of guys, well, I think they'll be pretty confident. You look back to the first game when they played each other a couple of weeks ago. They bombed a couple of tries. They were well within the game. They'll be confident. They would look back on that and think we can win this one.
Steve, it was 18-all with 6 to go. And Dylan Brown scores. At times, and I'll use this term without apology, it's been violent, the opening to the games. To the point where I am a little concerned about the well-being of some players. They can get reckless, and I'm not saying in an illegal sense. I'm saying that we have seen it before, a concussion, an HIA. That can happen because there is just no fear.
Correct. Controlled aggression will be the key. There is so much emotion here behind Samoa. Yet to beat New Zealand, an opportunity in the Pacific final. Tonga out of the race, and they've got a chance heading towards a World Cup year to make a real statement here against New Zealand, who are absolutely littered with stars from 1 to 17, and in particular their forward pack led by this man and Joe Tarpany.
And the thing was last week too, Mick, they were relentless off the bench. When you had a look at it, there was no let up for the Kiwis. When you have a look at the likes of White and Clark and Willison, those sort of guys.
Boy, what England would kill for to have Nafahu White or have Xavier Willison. Like to have the calibre of the bench. Aaron Clark's another.
This is it. You don't need to do anything build up, false build up. It's real. The first run will be either Payne Haas or Francis Molo, one would suspect. Get ready. This is the final of the Pacific Championship. The mighty Kiwis against Toa Samoa. Live on Fox League, is there any other place you'd want to be? And the first run, they are ready to rock and roll! Molo knocked sideways by Papali'i. Now, oh boy, over the top, second time round, Tarpany put a shoulder there into Sasagi. Haas on the third, 4 and 5 black jerseys there to meet him. Willow and then Jaden Sewer concussed in the first game against New Zealand, back on deck. I think this is pretty much what we expected. The first set, Tuivasa-Sheck on the run. They've done well to get to the 40, and Luai's kick is close enough to pinpoint. Right to the corner, 10 metres out. Kitty with a touch.
Great set by Samoa. Had to cop a bit of the physicality. New Zealand loading up on the early tackles, but they were able to muscle their way through. Nice carry from Tuivasa-Sheck and Sewer at the end of the set. Molo now starting to get physical as the Samoan side returns serve physically.
Fast, dry crack at CommBank will cross to Eloise. In a moment, Junior Barlow went a little unconventional there. New Zealand, when their attack clicks at Eden Park, it was incredibly impressive. Papali'i weaved his way up over the 40 there. Sasangi, the defender. Crossland, set restart. Gives New Zealand a bit of early ball. Moses Leota finds himself close enough to the centres.
Well, that was nice play there from Fisher Harris early in the game. The pass pre-line before the line, just to break that defence up a little bit. They're all charging in to try and make a hit on him. That was good play there from Fisher Harris.
Kitty was so little football under his belt. Looks like he wants the season to go into December. He looks so fit, so ready to run and get involved. He's jumping about with every touch. Crossland, Fisher Harris, fed along, Dylan Brown. Sure, we can still say Parramatta Eel Camp. No, he can't. It's past November 1, so he's now a night. But this was home. Kitty, great hands. Timmy-Call back in field. Realised there could have been a shepherd call. Samoan fans unhappy. Last tackle, Crossland to Foreign to Bomb from 22 metres out. They're going to play the man only. That surprises me. Offload, Brian To'o. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Thought they might have competed mid-air there, then penalty conceded.
Gee, I thought that might have been a little bit of a dominant tackle there. They give away the first penalty. The offload there straight away from Brian To'o.
Yeah, looking to get the athleticism of Lusako there, just over the top of Brian To'o, but doing a good job was Mariner, just blocking the run there.
Eloise Sawyer on the sideline. Great support for both teams, but what about the majority support, surely, is with Samoa?
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen, and a big welcome to everyone watching at home. I can honestly say I've never experienced anything like this. Samoan flags as far as the eye can see, and the roar of the crowd is just absolutely deafening. I've sat sideline right throughout 2025, and this atmosphere is without a doubt the most electric and alive. It's warm conditions, not too hot. There is a breeze favouring New Zealand here in the first half.
Mariner half through the tackle there. He's had a very good Pacific Championship. Got one in the side of the head or back of the head there. Brian To'o.
Oh, yeah, good run.
Customary tackle bust from Brian. He's just warming up, folks. Over the line, bomb from 35 metres out. And this is Isaac Tungall close to the ball. Oh, he's played the man. And penalty goes the way of Samoa. Domino effect.
They're all going for the ball.
A few things going the way here of Samoa. Going to challenge here.
Take it out. Challenge on the technical. Okay, Buck, we have a couple of sides from New Zealand. They dispute the decision of offside. They believe there's an escort obstruction. I believe they're contesting the ball.
Looking at Murray Talangi here, I think, Foster, you picked it up on the run.
Correct. Yeah.
Isaac Tungall, it is that comes through, looking for the challenge, looking for the contest.
New Zealand challenging for escort.
To get around Brown.
I believe he was taken out. I believe it was a collision.
Just looking at the actions here of Isaac Tungall.
Penalties all year, mate. Don't listen to it.
Well, we are talking some pretty serious semantics here. A collision rather than deliberately taking him out.
Well, his eyes never leave the ball.
Isaac arrives too early, denying New Zealand a fair catch of the ball. This is a penalty and the challenge will be successful.
I'll say this, and we won't get bogged down by it, but Samoa now might want, now that that's been explained to them, they might want to challenge, because Tonga will say, well, to make that collision, I had to go around an escort.
Yeah.
So what came first?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a New Zealand penalty, and decision overturned. Kieran Foran's had a win early.
Yeah,
he was certainly guiding that.
Came from one side of the field to the other. Brown here gets that up towards the 40-metre line.
Did have to go through Captain James Fisher-Harris, but I think Ash Klein would be excused if he just accepted the word of Foran on the challenge. Good start on that run, playing in the centres again. Brown now on to Fisher-Harris. It really is a wonderful battle when Fisher-Harris lines up on one side, Payne Haas on the other. You are talking the elite of the elite. In terms of front rowers, Foran almost lost the ball. Uncomfortable moment. Kiwis just inside the Samoan half. Now Tapani, great series, quick offload, lovely play. Crossland to Brown.
Looks great, Brown early. Really keen to take on the line, oozing confidence at the moment, the Newcastle recruit.
10 runs against Tonga last week, Dylan Brown. Kinney here, Gene Kinney away.
Great work, Jaden Sewer, great pressure from the inside.
Small but very willing, Keanu Kinney away to forward, under pressure from Luai. Tuivasa-Sheck waits for it. Man, it is impressive resume, 20 tests for the Kiwis. This is his 5th for Samoa. Now To'o. Caught by Britton Nikora. And dummy half, Uelu. What a stage. He's been good, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Benaya Uelu, 12 NRL games and totally at home at this level.
Well, I have concerns of how he finds game time when it comes back to club football, given the Roosters have signed Reece Robson for next year and they've got Connor Watson, because you're right, Andrew, he's too good to be parked playing reserve grade. Here he is.
Straight away, little ruck play, then links up with Luai, kick to the corner. It's called, little indecision there. Masako and Kinney. Yours there. New Zealand have it on their 20. Michael Ennis and Steve Roach. Expert commentary. Cooper Cronk and Lara back in the Clive Churchill studio. Timiko, good lead as it was. Now Kinney, explosive.
What's happening? You watch him get on the back of this here. They've won a couple of rucks here.
Brown to Harris, Fisher Harris back to Brown, nice flick. And, held up there. Right on halfway, leading contender for the Golden Boot, Dylan Brown. Big performance today, might get it for him. Tarpany's another one in the mix. Offload intercepts. And Sasagi comes away for Samoa. Nice reflexes from the Canberra star there. Luai, offload, Tuivasa-Sheck. Step as good as ever. Rogers, Uelu, Luai, Palo, play the middle. Played big minutes in the Pacific Championship as well. Now Payne Haas crashes over the advantage line.
Little flat-footed Samoa until that charge there from Haas.
Uelu to the right. Barlow lays to Lungi. Cut out ball. Tungo close to the sideline. Able to find the ground. Last tackle. They got one right across the face here. Blaze to Lungi. He'll look for one of his back rowers, Willie. Ball is caught. Play on. Big chance. Luai. Pass. Oh, it was the wrong one. It went sideways off a good length.
They are the moments they have to land. They've got to get them right. He had more time, Jerome Luai. Just had to steady himself. Great work from Tuivasa-Sheck. Kept the ball alive. Boy, it's a bludger of a pass. Just had to find To'o, and the strength of Brian To'o close to the line. I'm not sure they stop him.
Yeah, I think he might have slipped out of his hands there. He knew exactly what to do there, Luai. Trying to get that ball straight to the edge straight away. It was a long pass. I think it might have just slipped out of his hands.
7th meeting of the two nations. 6-0 it is to the Kiwis. And a nail-biter when they played just a few weeks ago. Ooh, that is short and flat. Loose on the bounce to Brown. Bit of daring from New Zealand. Not sure whether Stacey Jones would have been at ease with that. Tarpany. What a leader this bloke is.
Oh, my word. What a player.
4th carry. Tackle bust and an offload already. Crossland kicks from inside the 40. Got a good piece on it too. Tuivasa-Sheck goes back for it. Here he comes. Roger, wait for the step. Just to straighten that time. Play one on the 30. Now for To'o. Right foot still.
He's in a bit of a mood this afternoon, To'o.
Yeah.
Started well.
The other we got Murray Taulagi. Here he is when they clashed in week 1. He had 20 runs of the ball, scored a try. He's been at his best in this series. Junior Barlow now, lovely play. Lovely play, it was Molo. Maybe one of the speed men, it could have been a different outcome. Barlow follows up. Have a look at this kid. And I'll call him a kid. He is just playing like he's a teenager, Junior Barlow. Back to Haas. Set restart. Haas with a step. It's almost not fair.
Chance to the left.
Huge chance. Uelu. Molo decides the crash play is the way to go. Looking at the line. Uelu wants it. He'll go. No. Caught by the defence. Another set restart. Fisher Harris left on the ground. And now Molo goes. Come on, boys. There's 11 other players out there. This time, spread the ruck. Luai straight through. Brian Toa scores. Samoa is on the board. The flags are up. The sound bursts through the stadium. What a moment.
Boy, look at this. The sea of blue and red is absolutely roaring here at CommBank Stadium. Put it down to their captain, Junior Barlaw. He short passed to Molo on the 40-metre line, got them into great field position. The move of Luai, moving on the pass. Just got on the outside of Timoko, needed to be better. Watch this, just watch. Uelu flies the pass out in front. Poor read there from Timoko. And after missing a chance only moments ago, the former Penrith connection, the brotherhood of Luai, Brian Toa.
Yeah, just have a look at where Luai came from. It looked like he was going to go out the right-hand side, double round to the left. The ball didn't slip out of his hands this time. Knew exactly what to do. They rushed him, tried to rush him. He got a beautiful little bit of footwork, got on the outside, throws the long spiral pass. And it's all set down to this man, Barlaw. Beautiful ball playing. This time tucks the ball under his arms. He saw the yardage in and behind the ruck. Just have a look where he comes from here, Luai. That's great play. The pass on the outside. Brilliant football. And they're first to score. That'll get their tails up.
Interesting, Andrew, just watching the New Zealand forward pack, but just when they keep it simple and charge and roll up fields when they've been at their best. At the moment, they're looking for offloads. They're trying to skip across the field. And all of a sudden, Samoa getting a whiff of that and winning the physical battle. And the groundswell of support behind this Samoan side has CommBank absolutely rocking now on the try to Toa. Samoa right on top here.
Big 3 from 3 in the first clash against New Zealand. One from the sideline. Yeah. Blaze to Luggy. Never kicked an NRL goal. And yet brilliant for Samoa. I saw a sign in the crowd. It said, "Welcome to Apia Park." At Apia Park, it is Samoa 6, New Zealand 0.
Timoko it was, it just sprinted up out of the line to put the pressure on. He said Luai come from the other side of the ruck, skipped around, bit of footwork. What a confidence builder too there for Luai. He has to have a big game. He almost put him in a little bit earlier when the ball slipped out of his hands. To'o would have been the first to score. What about the combination of these two guys? He gets the first try. Samoa in front. They'll lift the roof off.
So, here we go again. Kick-off return. He started the game, shot out of a cannon. Mr. Molo in the front row for Samoa. Sixth it up. Now Sasangi on the run back. Toa Samoa. Good low tackle there from Dylan Brown. Allianz unavailable as they redo the playing surface. A course stadium booked out by Oasis. Leaves you with CommBank in Sydney. You do wonder how many they would have got for this if the other two venues were available. Sua held up on the 40-metre line. Back to Luai. That play in setting up the try was very much his World Cup form from 2022. Samoa.
Well, look at Payne Haas leading the kick chase. Francis Molo there too, dragging Keano Kinney back. There is absolutely no respect at the moment from Samoa. They are on top physically, going after New Zealand.
Foreign and Timoko has scored in both matches for New Zealand in the campaign. Well, these, of course, members of the Pacific Championship final winning team over Australia 2 years ago. Playing the ball by McLean. They're ready to go again with Tapani. Like the wrestle there. Pick them off, still offloads in 4. 4 defenders. Tapani still found a way to find Keano Kinney. Well done, Joseph Tapani. Last tackle, Crossland to Brown. Kick from left side of the ruck with the right foot. And Tuivasa-Sheck then caught a little high by Mikkel Klukstad. 14 minutes has flown by in the final. Oh, Taulagi, that's dangerous, running across. Parallel to the goal line. They picked him off there. Now To'o Play 3, they're on their 10.
He shows them the way to go, but Toa, none of this crossfield running. Straight through the middle, Toa. He's been great at the back so far.
So, 4 tackles, and then a big run. Haas is the man to set up the kick. Taulagi injured in that crossfield run. That doesn't look good. He winced there when they worked on the knee. This could be dramas for Samoa. Casey McLean with it. A teenager on the wing for New Zealand. Yeah. And over the top he rolls through 2 defenders.
Oh my gosh, the power. Casey McLean. 7
tries in 3 tests, Michael, for the young Panther.
It was the offload, wasn't it, from Tarpany to Kinney in that previous set that's really got New Zealand back winning field position. Asako sharp off that right foot.
Now Crossland. Moses Leota. Oh, legs tackle from Mariner. Out of Maka. Crossland to Brown. They've got 2 tackles left in the set. Brown will run and offload. May have been touched by Samoa. Wait for the referee. It was Fisher Harris and Nickel Klugstar. They can reset. Casey McLean. One of those players that has previously played for Samoa. Now Fisher Harris. Platform is laid by New Zealand. Another set restart. We might be level in just a moment. Crossland to Foran. Show, and on the outside, Kinney. Got to make the tackles count, they do. Oh, Luai's got the headlock. Luai with the headlock on Kinney. Nicola quite rightly reacted. And Old Sage's boys being boys at the end of it. Kinney's not complaining, but it was a little unusual from Jerome. I think I saw that in the 1977 Grand Final replay. Rod Reddy on Ray Price. It's been a while.
Looks extravagant. He took a real disliking to it, Nicola. Certainly he started with his hand around the chin. I didn't think there was too much in it, to be honest.
Well, he tried to turn his head into a twist on. But apart from that.
Well, he actually, if you look at it...
He's trying to backslam.
He let his head get into some space without coming down on top of it.
Taulungi's gone here. Yeah. Taulungi is gone here for Samoa. They're trying to get the attention of the referee to make the change before the resumption. New Zealand on the attack. Moses Leota. Troubles for Samoa. Oh, there to play the ball from Leota, which scores very low. Referee Ash Klein says, it's your fault, Moses. Molo then gets involved.
He's had plenty to say, Molo, in this game so far.
Yeah, rolled that. It's an abomination. I mean, he's thrown it back with the foot, then the 1 foot. That was a dance move. Put that to music from Moses Leota. Francis Molo's never seen anything funnier. Not like Jerome, never seen that. Back it up. All from Michael and his school of ribbing. Yes, they're graduates of your college. You're in a class of their own, you say?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's still going, look.
So, that's a let-off.
Yeah,
New Zealand.
Mind you, Samoa defending well. Like, even though there was that uncomfortable moment with Kinney and Luai, that they're still moving well defensively, Samoa. Really protecting their goal line well.
So, Samoa with it.
Oh, Timoko now clutching a right shoulder.
Samoa wrestled for every metre there. And followed up by Brian To'o. I assume that Sasangi will find himself in the centre.
Boy, yeah, Moses Leotis, he's boiling over here. Yeah, look at this. To'o getting up, sticking the tongue out. Leota getting frustrated.
Yeah, well, Simi Sasangi in the meantime has gone to left centre, and that has forced Mariner to switch over to the right for Samoa to cover for the loss of Murray Taulungi. That's a very competent reshuffle. Yes, given what the players are capable of.
My word.
Dean Mariner, preferred side, right side, of course. Grand final star with Brisbane. Molo here. Down in the tackle. But I don't know what. Someone's going to have to put off the lights for the Samoans to go home tonight. I don't think anyone's in a hurry to leave. I think it's work from home tomorrow. Win, lose or draw. Tavanga inside for Haas. Nikora low down. Uelu. Jazz Tavanga as a running forward. Back there. Tapiti. Papali. Uelu. Lays to Lungi. A little skip. Fisher Harris rushed the better than that. 6-0 scoreline Samoa. And Luai left foot kick. Tungo is there. And Mariner was there. Ball has ended up in the hands of Kinney.
He looks so confident, Kinney. It has been a remarkable return from that serious neck surgery. He looks fantastic at the moment. Josh Hannay would be absolutely wrapped with what he's seeing from.
In front of 4, and yes, just 6 NRL games this year for Kinney, and half of them he played just minutes.
Yeah.
Late in the season. It was 2 games into the year when he suffered the injury. Things happening at the Gold Coast. And Tarpany, another offload. What a mood he's in. Oh, Brown, nice stepping. Kinney follows up. That's a lovely piece of rugby league there. Brown follows. Off a quick play the ball. Foreign. Nikora. Right foot step. Nikora sees space. Brown in support. Brown back to Nikora. Hang on to your hats. Play on. The corner. Forward at the last pass. Ash Clyde rules, and I think rules correctly, what could have been one of the tries of the year.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player, isn't he? Nikora, beautiful footwork, great gap runner. We all know that. Backs himself this time. Brown with a magic ball after he got it off Nikora too. Here it is, just a little bit of footwork. Backs himself at the line. Off that right foot. Brown in support. Luke, watch this for a pass. Bang, little flick out the back. And then the ball goes forward. Great play here from the New Zealanders.
The speed of Nikora, he's got the speed of a centre, and his ability to change direction is so good to watch. Boy, Brown, hasn't he hit this championship with some confidence?
Let's go down to Eloise, find out the latest on Murray Taulagi.
Murray Taulagi has come out of the sheds. Initially, he was in there going through some running repairs, trying to see how he'd go with that right knee. That is the issue at the moment. They aren't going to rule him out at this stage, but it's not looking good.
Barlow has set Phoenix Crossland in not Monday, but Tuesday. What a run. Long ball across to Tavanga. 21 minutes into the game, 21 pulsating minutes. A Pacific Championship Rugby League. Sewer out to Toa. Chip over the top. It takes a left turn over the sideline.
Gee, I like the way he mixes his game up too, Sewer. We know what a good runner of the ball he is, but when he starts the ball play too, Nikora, anything he can do on the other side of the ruck, he can do just as good. Nice contact there, Crossland.
Do not miss those days. Nice vision from Sua and Luai again. That left-hand side's looked dangerous, hasn't it? They scored their first try. They've missed a couple of chances down there now, but they're looking threatening with Jerome Luai and Jaden Sua down that left-hand side of the field this afternoon. Tavanga low on. Fisher Harris cuts him down.
Test match rugby league never been better than what we've seen in this off-season in the Pacific Championship. Well done too to the Gillaroos earlier over New Zealand. Big win. Now Papali'i on the Brown to halfway. He's in trouble. Got out of jail. Back to McLean. Make the most of this, young Casey. Tavanga there with Molo. Quick play the ball. Off he goes. Kinney. Superstar. Offload. White in support. Oh, White, what a run. White taking the ball on. Is it Jonah Lomu for the All Blacks? Crossland, foreign, big numbers right, Kinney, Nikora, one offload, what a tackle! Sasangi saves the day for Samoa, a Samoan superhero.
Boy, the turn of pace from Nikora looked like it was enough to get on the outside of Sasangi. But the Raiders missed to fix it, did just enough, cut him down, 2 metres short of the line. Kinney's looked blistering, hasn't he? Him and Brown have been absolutely superb. What about the run from White? Straight onto the field, over the top of Tuivasa-Sheck almost shrugged off Haas. Boy, what a player, Nafahu White, what an injection.
Well, that's a tackle of the tournament, no worries about that. He got on his outside there, Sasangi somehow one-on-one. That is brilliant stuff. Geez, they've hung on that side too. Their left-hand defence, the right-hand side of the Kiwis, they've carved them up a couple of times, but they've hung on.
This guy's still going.
Yeah, I'll say that. What about Nafahu White? The gall of him to try and, steamroll Payne Haas. I mean, White is a hell of a player. A hell of a player. Has had a great season with the Roosters. Kinney to bring it back. Have a look at him jumping around. Keano Kinney. Titans, you have a gold nugget here, and it's a big one.
You're right with White. He starts in every team. There's Fisher Harris getting his first rest of the afternoon. Nafahu White starts in any other side, Vossi, around the world, be that club or test. It is just the fact that they have Leota, Fisher Harris and Tarpany that he just has to bide his time. Here's another. Aaron Clark at the bench starting to make some inroads now for New Zealand.
Clark and White have been stars. Tarpany, a rare run that doesn't result in an offload. He's had 3 today. Short side, Brown, little grubber kick, chases hard, Papali'i there. But so is Roger. Able to get onto that one. Samoa right from the corner. So bright the attack. We've had only the one try, but I don't know. I've barely taken a breath in this first half.
He's doing a great job, Ashley Klein. He's just letting the game flow.
Murray Taulagi ruled out the news from Eloise, so won't be back. Oh, forward it goes off Blaze Taulagi. And I like that penalty. Rather than a turnover, that is deliberately forward and caught. You can't have accidental offside when you catch the ball.
Yeah, they won't want to break
it is.
They won't want to break in the play here, New Zealand. They want to get on with it as quick as they can.
Gardner rolling Josh Papali'i out there to try and fight fire with Nafahu White and Aaron Clark onto the field. Crowd loving every minute of this. It has been a wonderful spectacle.
Temperature not bad. It was pretty warm in Sydney, over 30 degrees yesterday. Not so today. This is perfect for the final. Foreign there. Just that we highlighted last week. Just the one try in his Test match career. It's over 10 years ago. Could there be one today? Can there be his Menzies moment? Kieran Foran. New Zealand are 12 metres away from the Samoan line. Phoenix Crossland for Clark. Dropped off for Whites. He can run, but he can also stand in the tackle. It takes 4 to get him down. Crossland is up. Which way do you want me to go? They've rushed off the line, Jazz Tavanga. Foran to Brown. Brown then to Nickel Klugstar. Comes to a stop. Offloads again.
He's been terrific, Uelu. He's covering, he's pressuring from the inside. He's doing great, the Roosters dummy half.
New Zealand offload count is 7 now. 7-5. Clark on the 10. 4 tackles. Papali'i on his back. Got away with a bit. No, he did not get away. Set restart. Big Papa. Ping there. Now Tarpany. Tarpany, well, that was almost flop from Josh. Could have got him again. Now Crossland. Foran. Brown. Step. Got away. He's headed for the line. Brown is held up. A running Dylan Brown is a dangerous thing.
It looks like he's going to score for all money there. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck somehow gets under there, under the ball. He's about to put it down. Tell you what I like about Brown, but backing himself to run.
There's a bit of blood coming from the face of Brown.
Yeah, playing the forward. He's been split, Dylan Brown.
What about forward, deep into the line, putting pressure on Sua, and then just so strong. Got through the tackle of Haas, almost through the tackle of Luai, but saving the day. Tuivasa-Sheck.
He's caught the knee on the way down there. Tuivasa-Sheck.
He's had a series, hasn't he, Dylan Brown?
27 minutes, boys.
Yeah.
This is the last game. What are we going to do all summer? The Ashes cricket is coming, but
yeah.
Are they allowed to shoulder change? Are they? And Jerome Luai's face is a mess here. this is just gladiatorial in nature, this final. Yes, we built it up, we expected nothing less, but 27 minutes into the contest,
a bit of an S-bend of that nose there, by the look of it.
The physicality has not dropped 1%.
No, they're not going anywhere, Samoa. They're in a great spot at the moment. There's the injury to Murray Talangi. You can see his knee there, looks medial, doesn't it? The weight of Fisher Harris coming down on the inside. The Otter bending him over the back.
What about the ticket to get up to his food as quick as he did?
Now they get to play the ball. It was held up in goal. 4 tackles remaining in the set. Clark went flat to Whites. Get the feeling they crack Samoa here. 13 away from halftime. Crossland wide. Brown ready to go again for him. Very crossfield New Zealand. Then Kinney. And a ragdoll. Keanu Kinney from Brian To'o. Timiko, Foran, Tarpany, offload, of course. Then Brown, on it goes. Casey McLean and the centres takes them on. This kid, he's not a kid. How strong is he? 4 defenders hold him up in goal.
Well, he caused his club teammate Isaac Tunga a heap of trouble across the Tasman in the opening game, and just showing his strength at right Foster, just powered his way through a number of Samoan defenders.
Last tackle for it. Intercept. Simi Sasagi has a dream moment. Scored in week 1. Got a gift try there. And now he's got a 70-metre intercept. Simi Sasagi for Samoa. Sensational.
Yes, Sasagi comes up with the try there, but think back to the couple of try savers a little bit earlier that he made in defence. This time he gets the intercept. Defence win big games. The Kiwis have been over the line 3 times. They've been held up. The Tongas respond 10-0 with the kick to come.
Not going anywhere, are they, Samoa? And that is absolutely brilliant. Ricky Stewart did a great... The club of the Raiders have done a great job in getting Sasangi to the level that everyone knew that he was capable of, with the ability that he showed in the early stages. Down there in the nation's capital, he looks rock hard fit. He's had a great season. He's beyond their miss to fix it. And he had a great back end of the season for them. And he's had a wonderful Pacific Championship. And he's capping it off here today in the final. An intercept, if you don't mind. Being moved out into the centre position. Murray Talangi leaving the field through injury early. And Sasangi has just rates the length of the field to put Samoa 10 points in front, soon to be 12.
He is Auckland-born, Simi Sasangi, but representing Samoa. Von Laurie Daly, I'm just checking things to see. Is he eligible for New South Wales? Of course, he came through the Newcastle Knights junior rep system.
Tell you what they've done well too defensively, stayed up and around the ball. They haven't ball watched.
Yeah.
Gone up and straight into the Kiwis. They've been dangerous, but their defence haven't ball watched them. They've come up and made the tackles. Get the intercept that time. Here's the kick.
Yeah, say it again, Apia Park.
Have a look at it.
It's just Samoa.
Looks fantastic.
12-0. The beaten finalists from the last World Cup. They made it all the way through to Old Trafford. They've never had a win over New Zealand. They've never had a win over Australia. They're 0-11.
Yeah, that was a all or nothing play, wasn't it? Because Kenny was flying to the outside. If he misses it, they score. But he backed himself, came up with the play, races the length of the field. And Samoa, boy, with this groundswell, I say it again, of support, a sea of blue and red here. And haven't the team responded for them? Defensively, they have been outstanding in the opening half an hour.
Fans here, though, every club's represented. And you just saw there in the background Raiders and Rabbitohs and Kangaroos jerseys celebrating the last game of the year. It was sold out well in advance of today, and why not? Uelu to Big Papa. Papali'i brings it up. A good match if you're a Canberra fan, this one so far. Followed up by Sua.
A couple of good runs there from Sua and Papali'i. They're having no problem getting upfield, are they? When we looked at an offload, it's gone to ground. Great work from Kluxter. just loitering around, showing great bravery to dive on the loose ball. New Zealand now with a cheap turnover through Papali'i.
New Zealand have actually had 54% of the ball, but the ball that Samoa had, it's one of their very few errors that we just saw there. White, completion rate 81% for Samoa, so just their third error of the day there. Crossland, Clark. Foreign got away from Luai, not so from Payne Haas. Crossland up with Kinney. He is such a long player, 20 away. Crossland, Foreign, fed along for Clark. Crossfield again, Brown for the line!
There's Haas again.
Should have seen where he come from. Second marker, Haas. How did he do that? You watch, if they show a replay, have a look where he comes from. Payne Haas, unbelievable.
He's a freak, isn't he, Haas? Like, seriously, he's half an hour into his stint up against one of the most brutal forward packs I've ever seen on paper. He comes from second marker. Brown slices through the tackle of Blaze Talangi, fends him off, and there he is. Coming from the inside, he just never stops moving.
3 weeks ago.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, they've turned it over. I was going to say 79 minutes Payne played in the last clash between these sides. 52 tackles into the mix as well. 52 tackles. Crossland short side. Nickel Klugstar. Held up by the Samoan defence. We need to get some sort of gauge of how many Kiwi fans are there. I'll need to score to work that out. They're being drowned out by the Samoan support at the moment. The Kiwis. Played by Clark, White, set, restart, yet another one.
Biggest challenge of the half here. Can they defend this set?
Crossland, set, restart again. Foreign, Brown, are they a little too crossfield? Perhaps. Kinney with it. Just need to square them up perhaps here. Back in for Brown. And then Willison, second test for the Kiwis. Crossland to Clark, they're a chance now. One will go over, got through Luai. New Zealand have two super subs. One is Aaron Clark. The other is Nafahu Whites. He scores New Zealand's first try.
It's a hotly contested field, but coming out this week saying he wants to be the best forward in the world, and boy, he's not far away from it. Nafahu White, great run from Willison, attracted three defenders. That was enough to shorten the Samoan defensive line. There were spaces. And Aaron Clark, great field, recognised the jamming defence on the outside. It isolated Jerome Luai, big man on small man, and just a little relax. Just relax from Nafahu White, the big fella. Look at the way he moves on that pass. It's incredible athleticism. He's a special one.
He's been dangerous since he's come on. He's run long distances in this game so far. Aaron Clark, a little bit of ball playing. Haven't really seen that from him there. Before the line, mismatch there, straight on Luai. Just shrugs away from him, White. He's the most improved player in the game, this bloke.
Yeah, you can back it up with a numbers block. There's no doubt about that. When he made his debut, it was round 22, 2021 for the Roosters. He had 10 minutes. He doesn't play any NRL in 2022. He makes only 8 appearances in 2023.
Yeah.
We're talking 2 seasons on. You're talking about having him in conversation as one of the best forwards in the game. But he's run for over 3,000 metres this year for the Roosters. He really is.
He is. Absolutely he is. His contribution for the Sydney Roosters and now New Zealand is absolutely elite. It is right at the top. It is right at the top with the likes of Haas, Tapani.
Scary too, Mick. He's going to get better and better.
So young. He is still so young, so fit.
The Roosters, he's stepped up to the shoes or into the shoes of Jared Waria-Hargreaves to take over as an enforcer. This is for 12-6. Beautiful kicker, Jermaine Asako. There's plenty of New Zealand support there. Don't worry about that. 12 points to 6. The final is living up to expectations.
Beautiful vision, great feel from Aaron Clark. Lovely little short ball, interchange of pass from middle forwards, but more direct. As you said, Andrew, they've been very lateral, trying to get Kinney and Brown into space, but when you've got weapons like this, put them in positions where they can hurt the opposition, and Clark did just that for this man, Nafahu White. What a season he has put together.
40 points they put on Tonga last week. New Zealand, 24 points in their first game against Samoa. They have points in them, we know that. Last 10 minutes, look at that. New Zealand dominant in terms of field position. 6 minutes to go first half. New Zealand 4 line breaks in the first half to 2. Intercept try certainly hurt. It is 4-2 line break count. Clark on to Willison. He's one heck of a bench.
Yeah.
With Tamare Martin, the other player. Now Clark follows up. That's his 5th run, so 11 hit-ups between White and Clark since coming on. Crossland for Kinney. Kinney's now had 15 runs in the first half.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Back for Foran. Bomb from 42 metres out. Down to the corner, Brian To'o there. At halftime, normally we just show highlights of action in-game, but if you miss the pre-match, tears rolling down the cheeks of Kieran Foran was an incredible moment in the build-up to this match.
It's impressive to Masashek.
Lead on the 30. Harris DeVita in the dummy half roll. Yeah, Tuivasa-Sheck great, but so good is Kinney. If they were both playing for New Zealand, Kinney probably gets picked there to Roger.
Yeah.
That's how good Kinney's going.
I think I'd find a space for Roger somewhere.
Nicely put. Now Jerome Luai. Left foot bomb. Here comes Tungo. Kinney's up to it again. And offload. These kids, Kinney and McLean at the back. Pressure, they eat it. Nickel Cookstone. Back as far as the 30. 4 and a bit to go first half. Papali'i. By the way, there is golden point in the championship final. I'm just planting that seed early. It would be exactly that, golden point. They don't play mandatory minutes.
You might be right.
It would just be first scorer wins. Crossland. Foran. Show. Back again. Is there 2 of him? Keano Kinney again for Whites. Keep in mind, this is a Samoan side without one of the very best players in the NRL. That's Stephen Crichton. Foran kicks here from 2 metres inside the Samoan half. Down to Brian To'o. And back he will come. New Zealand now have got their completion rate up over 80%.
Good runs. He's saying he could fight on the ground too to generate some ruck speed.
Plays to Lungi. It's a sort of a trademark run. He's got that elongated stride of his when he bobs about. Now for Tungo. Nice run, the Panther. Isaac Tungo. By Nickel Klukstar. Harris DeVita. Babalo. And out in front on the bounce. Sua. Tuivasa-Sheck. Left, lovely. Roger. Offload. Junior Balo. Pulled down by Clark. Last tackle, Samoa. 30 metres away. 12-6 scoreline. Luai's kick. Osaka was ready. Ready, willing and able. Jimmy Calder bring it back. Well, we've used the term origin-like. The greatest respect I can give when Origin rolls around next year, be able to say this is Pacific Championship-like. That's where we are at in the level of football we're watching here. Kinney over the 30. Offload again. Papali'i away to Brown.
Kinney's been unbelievable.
It's his 18th carry.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. It's 3 offloads in that. It's 5 tackle busts.
Here he is.
All up. Kinney's there again. Then White to Foran. Out to Nikora. He's had a big first half. Britton Nikora. Oh, they're going to rule against. No. I don't. Because he advanced his position.
I would have played on if he surrendered. But
yeah, there you go. He wanted him to surrender.
Gee, it's a big minute and a half here for the Kiwis. If Samoa can get another one on the board before half-time, we want to cap off an impressive first half. You see the...
Doesn't run behind him, though. He stays on the inside
Look,
of
here
him.
it is.
Is that right?
Just supporting, so...
It doesn't impede anyone.
Yeah, well.
So they'll be straight away in the attack anyway. The kick downfield, 20 to 30 out they'll be. Here they go, 40 out.
Yeah, 70 seconds blocker. They've got Samoa. Is it a trick shot? Do they just get close enough and go 7 in front, maybe? Let's see what happens. Junior Barlow with the ball in front of the posts. We'll play it on the 30 on play number 2. Harris DeVita. Payne Haas with Luai. Luai drops it back. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Caught up 20 metres out from the line. Big finish to the half. Harris DeVita. Payne Haas. Big finish, big fella. Maybe the biggest man on the planet. Haas with the ball. Back to Junior Barlow, second biggest man on the planet. He beats another. Barlow will play it right in front of the posts. 4th tackle, 30 seconds to go. Harris DeVita, back, Jerome Luai. Little show, hold it up. Talagi brilliant. On for Mariner. What a finisher. Dean Mariner! May have got it to the line. I don't know about double movement. There's a lot to look at.
Did he try and advance the ball there? His tackle before the line.
Confirm there's a double movement that promotes the ball that does make the line.
I liked the look of it, if I'm being honest. The first watch, I really liked the look of it. What about the work that he did on Chance to Cookster? Just stood him up for all money. Good contact there, Kenny. Ball stays up. Ball stays up.
Ball stays up.
Ball
I'm
stays
liking
up.
it. I'm liking
It's a
it.
try.
I'm liking it. Dean Mariner likes it on the replay.
All possible angles here. See if the ball gets to the ground.
The bunker.
He did well to keep the ball up there.
Let's hear the bunker.
Got to watch it in full speed.
Butler in the bunker. Hand under ball. Ball's on the line.
Try. Brown did well to try and take it off him.
I don't see the ball on the line. I asked Drewy, what did you have, mate?
Well, so Ash Klein's watching
Reviewing
the big
all
screen
angles.
as well.
The ball carrying arm stays up. So there's no double movement element. We're just seeing if the ball gets to the line.
Yes.
Of course it does. The ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
That's a try.
If they deny the try because his own hand is underneath the ball, well, then the law's an ass.
You need to change it.
It's his arm. It's his hand. It's Dean Mariner's hand underneath the ball. So Klein's having buy-in here as well.
The cameraman right on the spot there. Look at that.
I get the feeling he's not going to allow it.
So do I.
Because his own hand is under the ball.
Does it touch the white chalk there?
Hands underneath the
There.
ball here. We just need to see if the point gets at any point.
Controversy deep into November in Rugby League.
15 seconds to go before half-time.
Based on the available angles that we have, we've got no definitive proof that the ball makes the line. The on-field ruling of 6 to go will stand.
I get it, you can't change the rules on the run, but you see what we're saying. The hand under the ball is the hand of the ball carrier.
It's his.
It's his. Then that's got to be good enough.
Right.
It's got to be good enough to score a try. And in any case, I reckon he got a point of the ball on the line anyway. You know, in balance of probability. Hello, the Rock's made an appearance here. Where's he play? What position's he? The Rock. I reckon they'd smash him. I reckon they'd fold the Rock. You hear that, Rock?
Let him play out.
Ennis says they'd fold you.
It's all boss.
Samoa, 15 seconds. Are they deserving of a try? Barlow with the ball. Luai doesn't let it go. In front of the posts. New Zealand, be careful. You don't want to be sin-binned on half-time.
Surrender too.
Luai stays down. Well, they'll have to check, will they, for penalty right in front of the posts. He's already bleeding from earlier. He's saying that Clark has burrowed with his head.
Challenge high tackle.
Challenge high tackle.
Oh, he's tucked his head into him.
Still high contact, though, Block. I think it'll be a penalty.
They dispute that the end of the half has happened. They believe there's a high tackle.
Yeah, not high in the terms of off the ground high. But high in
Look
the
at the
fact
right arm here of Aaron Clark.
it
Makes high
right
contact with Jerome Luai, which is a penalty. The captain's challenge is successful.
right in front of the post. It'll be a penalty goal for half-time when we believe
Could have been a try.
they could have been at least 4 to the good. What a half of football. What
A second half.
and you
we've
get
got coming
controversy
up.
thrown into it as well.
The two.
Just the way we like it in rugby league. Doesn't it set up an incredible finale of what's been a cracking season?
It's good sitting up here.
Well,
Great sitting up here.
It gives us a chance just to take stock. What we've witnessed for the last 40 minutes, what we saw 2 weeks ago, is Tonga and Samoa playing at Suncorp in front of 44,000.
Yep.
We've had the huge crowd at Eden Park last week, record. We had week 1 at Go Media. Australia's on the other side of the world, and we are lapping this up on Australian soil.
Yep.
Rugby league is flying. It's our privilege to be able to bring you the game into your lounge room. But more international rugby league, please, is my conclusion. I don't know how we fit it in, but give us more. Talangi for an 8-point lead on half-time. A half where no one wanted it to end. It has been so good. Samoa up at half-time. What a match, what a final. Foxley, the place to be. Samoa 14, New Zealand 6.
The rugby league gods just give us these days occasionally. I've got a feeling that it's Samoan's day today. I came here thinking New Zealand. And then all of a sudden you saw the support, the feel at the ground, and just the energy shift when Brian To'o scored. I feel like it's Samoa's day. The 37 missed tackles does concern me.
One of our viewers, Jeff, is at Curry watching. He says this is the greatest thing for rugby league. He's outside of Curry, small town outside of Curry in Newcastle. Said you driving down the street with 2 Samoan flags this afternoon. I mean, they're lapping it up everywhere. So you're right, it could be their day. They've never beaten Australia, have never beaten New Zealand. Why not today?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. And that's how they're playing. Sua's been good. Haas has been absolutely unbelievable. Keanu Kinney for the Kiwis has been special, to say the least. Here we go.
Second half underway. New Zealand fullback Kinney, 18 runs the first half. Let's see how the bench forwards go. White takes the first run. Expect Clark or Willison to follow. And it will be Xavier Willison, the young Bronco.
Block, have you seen Junior Barlow play better?
No.
How good's he been?
Yeah, what I like about it is the way in the last couple of games that I've seen, he's mixed up his game, moved back to lock forward. So when he sees the opportunity to charge, if they don't come up, he'll run.
Yeah.
But if he can use the football, he's done it brilliantly. He might be the difference in the second half here.
Kiwis already to halfway on this opening set of the second stanza. Clark will hand up. Great shot. Harris Davida, Papali Ivea. Last tackle for the kick. Halfway. Is it the dream farewell for Kieran Foran? To'o on the catch.
Ashley Klein there just put the whistle to his mouth, didn't blow it. There was a bit of contact on Foran late. Just a late hesitation there from Klein as we see Sasangi now.
Let's find out what the coaches had to say. Eloise Sawyer back from the rooms.
Bloody said at halftime, Stacey Jones from New Zealand said he wants them to remain calm. Felt like they were dominant in attack in the first half, and they feel like they can build on that here in the second. As for Samoa, Ben Gardner felt that they need to be more disciplined, stay in the fight. It's a great game and a great occasion. Really emphasised that.
It certainly is that. Barlow, here he is again. Junior Barlow has wound back the clock. It's bordering on best form of his life.
Absolutely.
Jerome Luai, 30-metre kick out. Tuivasa-Sheck competes, dropped it back, play on! Harris Davida, hyphen to hyphen. Tuivasa-Sheck, Harris Davida scores.
Yeah, the kick was on the last tackle. I have no try. Confirmed there is a knock on by someone.
I don't know about that.
That hits the New Zealand player.
Bunker will determine.
Great kick, great contest.
Onside.
Onside. Does Sheck knock it on? Ball's
He does. I
Ball off the shoulder, I thought, of Kinney.
Well, then it'll come off Kinney first.
Ooh, okay, boys.
Off the right shoulder of Kinney. Goes in. Roger drags it into himself. And then it looks like...
This is close.
I'll tell you what, it's good contact.
Was there a touch there from Kinney as well after Roger touches the ball that may just be enough to overturn?
See,
Hits the right hand of Roger and continues to pull it forward towards his own dead ball line, which is knock on.
There we go.
We have a decision.
It's good tactics, but he's not the biggest of fullbacks too. Roger out-jumped him there. I reckon they'll stick at that.
It's a great tactic, isn't it? Yeah. Gee, what a start. How about Barlow just charging through the middle with footwork and offload. I came here this afternoon thinking that it was going to be Samoa having to try and contain this powerful forward pack of New Zealand. It's been the opposite. Haas, Molo, Barlow, Papali'i are absolutely charging here at CommBank.
By the way, another stat from the first half, Dylan Brown, 12 runs of the football, 6 tackle busts, a couple of offloads and a line break. Supreme form, Dylan Brown.
Yeah.
100 metres to boot. Good running metres for a 5'8". Think run.
Tongue-in-cheek, you should ask for a pay rise at once.
No,
4 and on, here we go. Nickera with the ball, 5 short of halfway. Well, he's playing well. He might have a golden boot at the end of this. Now, Crossland there for Kinney, ready to rumble again. Taken sideways by Papali'i. Last tackle, and they've slowed the ball right down. Brown will be the kicker. Right foot kick from left side of the ruck. It's not necessarily perfect. Down it goes to Mariner. Switch to the right side with a loss of... Taulagi lost the ball! Mariner! Lay Solangi is a witness to the inverted commas crime, saying challenge, Jerome. They're running out of time. They want to be quick. I reckon the 10 seconds has passed.
He's a threat, isn't he, Mariner, with that footwork. He's stripping this ball here on the way down.
Going to say knock on to strip New Zealand. There you go. Okay. Don't need to challenge.
Great call. Great call from Ashley Klein. You can see that hand of Papali'i just drag it towards the Samoan goal line. Right call. One-on-one strip, but gone forward.
Yeah, they wanted to challenge, and then Ash was saying, no, I'm actually ruling your favour. Well, Ash Klein. So, 14-6, 4 minutes into the second half. We picked up where we left off. Oh, wow, Timmy Collins. They're Canberra teammates. They're friends, you know. Luai to Tottenham. And manhandled by Timoko and Whites.
You mentioned Dylan Brown's running game. On the way that this guy's charging upfield and the damage the forwards of the Samoan side, I want to see Luai run the ball more. Really take control of this game and lead Samoa if they're going to win this afternoon. Needs to run the footy a little more, Jerome Luai.
Samoa still have Terrell May up their sleeve to come on. Tamaro Martin, the one Kiwi not used in the first half. Last tackle, Harris DeVita to Luai. Kick from 40 out, will they challenge again? I think they may. They're and then ran into the back there, Sasangi. I don't think escort, nor did Klein think that. So New Zealand have possession. Timiko. That's a fair trio of defenders, isn't it? Papali'i, Barlow and Haas. He's run into a wall of bouncers. What hope. He ain't getting in there. Here's McLean over the 20. Crossland. Kitty. Change direction. Bump. Get to the 30.
20th run. Unbelievable.
Crossland and Willison. They are playing more direct, but are they any more effective? As Brown kicks on the last. Down to the corner. Tuivasa-Sheck. It can be the right, it can be the left. He has still got it. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Try and find some way to kick away from him. Find the ground. Tuivasa-Sheck taking the ball on the full like that. It's an easy 15, 20 metres upfield.
A lot of teams kick on the full to Toto, don't they, in the NRL? Make him catch and bring back rather than take the next hit up. Sasangi offload to Jaden Sewer. Hasn't he had a game? Simi Sasangi. thrown into the back line early with the injury to Taulagi. Intercept try in the first half. Certainly one of his highlights. Malo to Papali'i. Tackle 4. Samoa up by 8. Harris to Vita. Payne Haas. Oh, he's giving Crossland a few nightmares. Harris to Vita. Blaze to Lungy. Kick out of the corner. Here they come. There is Kenny. Young fullback down with the ball.
I like that from Blaze Talangi, stepping up, kicking into that right corridor, sun beaming down there. Tough for the catchers, having to look up into the sun, and Kenny did a tremendous job. There's Crossland. He'll be sore tomorrow. Boy, he's copped some traffic. Osako now with sharp right footstep. And
Clark wanted to take matters into his own hand. Ash Klein rushed in. Penalty sufficient. New Zealand lead the line break count, lead the offload count. Less missed tackles, but find themselves down by 8. I feel there are a lot of pages to be written in this book in the second half. I know you're feeling maybe Samoa's day, but
I get a feeling you think New Zealand.
I reckon there's a couple.
Me.
Well, there's a couple more tries, I think, at New Zealand. I don't see them. They're certainly not going to be held to 6. In for 18 minimum. Kiwis 5 metres inside their own half. Chance Nickel good start to Brown. Then for Willison on the spin.
Hell! Release job!
Tarpany and Fisher Harris and Leota all to come back into the game. Clark with it. Nice low tackle. Junior Barlow, his 23rd tackle of the day. Set restart. Didn't need that from Josh Papali'i. And Aaron Clark decide to exchange words. Offload. Crossland to Whites. And White will play it 25 away. Second tackle. This is New Zealand's chance. With Foran dropped off there to Nikora. Out McLean's side, they pose a threat for tries. Is that where they go? Dylan Brown's side of things. Crossland here. The Kieran Foran right up to the line. Brown is with it. Brown to Papali'i. New Zealand have got their second try. Foran, the old dog, with respect to Dylan Brown to lay it on for the back rower.
Well, you know, he does it as good as anyone in the game. The way that he digs into the line, gets the opposition defenders in 2 minds. Have a look at this. Foran right at the line. Beautiful little pass out the back. Brown backs himself again. A beautiful offload. He's in great form, Brown, isn't he?
Yep.
Can't believe he's like Papali'i. Gets over the stripe.
That's vintage Foran. Deep into the line. Little bit of change of pace. Great lead line from Willison. Harris Tavita just had to check that, and then the speed and balance of Dylan Brown has been at its absolute best through this Pacific Championship. And the former Parramatta connection of Papali'i and Brown combining there on that left-hand side. And again, Dylan Brown proving the difference.
See, it's lopsided, Andrew, isn't it? When you have a look at the 20s, in the tackles in the opposition, 22 times for Kiwis, only 7 to the Samoan side. And they are dangerous. Once they get some possession, start to hold on to the ball, kick into the line, and away they go.
Sorry, Bock. Once Harris Tavita came in there on Willison, Blaze Talangi had to follow him in. Just too big a space to try and think that you can get off that lead on Willison and try and be able to get to Dylan Brown.
Can't help but think that Sean Wayne may be watching this coverage. Hi, Sean. Early hours Sunday morning, drowning his sorrows. He'd see that and say, halfback squaring the line up by 5'8", backs up, sets up that try.
Absolutely.
If only we could do that.
Well, you've got to be willing to take a knock. That's the thing. If you're not willing to take it, dance in the valley of death, you're in trouble.
14 points to 12. Samoa still up by 2.
Dylan Brown, a beautiful ball there to set up Isaiah Papali'i. I actually spoke to Dylan Brown pre-game about the form that he's in, and he said that he was really nervous to make the move up to Newcastle, but in the last couple of weeks he has officially made the move with his partner, who's expecting their baby son or baby boy in any couple of days now, and he said he's just absolutely loving up there, the beaches, the coffee. He's settled into life, and perhaps that's reason to his form throughout this Pacific Championships.
All right, here come the Kiwis. White, Brown stats right now. 30 minutes to go, 14 runs, 8 tackle busts, 4 offloads, line break, try, assist. Dylan Brown.
Yeah.
Supercoach through the roof, the numbers. Nice set there, Timicol.
They got the golden boot at the ground.
Put it on. Now Crossland. He can hobble his way out.
Boy, a couple more games, he might be close too, this bloke, Keanu Kinney. My gosh, hasn't he had an afternoon?
Now Crossland on the right side. Nikora poked his nose. Oh, he's in pain. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Britt Nikora clutches at lower right leg. The mouth of Kiwi fans, Cronulla fans likewise.
Okay, it's going to be a penalty, guys.
Say penalty. Popped a slap over the back of the head from Jerome Luai, but nothing more, I thought, was it? This is testing minutes for Samoa, losing their grip a little here.
Field position 2, back-to-back here from the Kiwis.
Okay, so, full set, 30 metres out. When their attack clicked last week, the tries came in a rush, or the line breaks came in a rush. Stacey Jones knows he's got a side here. The two halves in good form. Crossland, they're into the 20 on play 1. Clark now.
So you'd be going back to Dylan Brown, wouldn't you? He's parked out on this left-hand side, wants the footy, Foran's there too.
Into the 10 they go. They're going Brown's way. Foran, Brown, in front of Tulagi, legs tackle. Finished off by Tango and Tavanga. 5 away, Papali'i, Foran. There for Willison. I still have this wish for a Foran try. Crossland a dummy half. Clark with it. Foran out the back. Kinney straight, no, a flying Luai is caught for a high shot. He left the ground. It was like Desi Hasler back in the day. Leapt into the tackle.
Discipline hurting Samoa, putting themselves under huge pressure here. Massive chunk of possession.
They've got to keep going here, haven't they?
14 all or go more. Michael?
Well, Jermaine Asako stepped up. He's keen to throw this one over and level it up. Boy, I'm not...
Yeah.
But there's some real fatigue out there for Samoa at the moment, and this might just be the stoppage they need.
Colourful crowd here today. They have loved every moment. Jermaine Asako coming into today with 129 test points for New Zealand. Sean Johnson is the record holder. This is Asako to level up. Not a gimme. 15 in from touch, 25 out. 14-12. And the kick in flight. That is a gimme for Jermaine. 40-0 scoreline, 27 to go. May this season not end.
How good has it been? It has been absolutely fantastic, and how fitting that we're set up here. 27 minutes to go. Pacific final, 14 all. New Zealand not without a fight. Have wrestled their way back from being down 14-6 at half-time.
Got to pay tribute to the players too. I mean, they've gone the whole season and then come into the Pacific Cup here and bung on something like this. This has been outstanding, this game.
Been a great series too, yeah.
Should have played this at a core, and an Oasis could have done the half-time show. could have worked in the two, couldn't we? Have 80,000 at it. Gallagher brothers love their league, I'm told. Don't know by who, but anyway. New Zealand, all deep, good range. Kiwis to get back. White's been massive. 13's in up. With the Roosters forward. 14-all. Pacific Championship final. Crossland now. Timicol. Solid contribution as well. Crossland up for Willison. Skipping up and through the tackle of Tavanga. Crossland off a quick play the ball. Platform to work off. Clark. Nice and direct to halfway.
Tackle's climbing drastically for Samoa. They're in trouble here.
Crossland, Brown, weave, caught. Was he clipped there? Looks up at the referee. No response. Last tackle, Crossland. Foreign, bomb. Nikorona chase. Here comes Asako. Toes underneath it. Lost the ball. Then lost backwards. It's a knock on Samoa. Yes, is the ruling from Clyde.
What about the athleticism and change of pace from Britton Nickera? Absolutely world class. Put Toa under pressure. Took it upon himself to get down there and cause the disruption of contest. And Brian Toa, who had a tremendous first half, comes up with the air of Papali'i, starting to feel the fatigue.
Don't forget Leota and also Fisher Harris have got to come back on here.
Yeah.
But a long rest.
Lead waits out on the left-hand side.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Don't have to create an opening for McLean. And you get an 8th test try. Brown, here he is, McLean. Right on cue, tackled by Talangi. Crossland with Papali'i. Maybe a double for the Panthers back rower.
Yeah, Jazz Tavanga in serious trouble here, Bossy. Good bit of sportsmanship from Casey McLean. Didn't want to play the ball because he heard the reaction from Tavanga.
Up here. Elbow.
Pop, maybe?
Do we need a doctor? Because this is not a head injury.
Oh, goodness. Unfortunate. Total accident.
Back foot.
Benai Uelu prowling the sideline. Young fella dying to get back out there. Was good in his opening stint. Francis Molo, the other. He wants to get back out there.
Crossland looks up left and right. Comes away right side. Willison will take one. Tavanga straight away. Tough customer, straight into the tackle. Crossland. Clark has a crack himself. Aaron Clark has scored! No right to score at all. I don't think he's scored a try all year with the Warriors. He's gone over in national colours. The two bench players, Whites and Clark.
Yeah, great strength shown there by Aaron Clark. They've been outstanding, the bench players here. Again this afternoon, they were great last week. Carbon copy. Clark gets the try, and doesn't he love it? Had no right to score here. There's 3 players around him. Look at that. Stretches out the score. Great strength shown. Clark and the Kiwis go back to back.
Absolutely love this bloke. One of the unheralded stars for the Warriors. And been one of the unheralded stars throughout the Pacific Championships off the bench with Nafahu White, who deservedly has got a lot of raps, but Aaron Clark's been his partner in crime. Powerful charge over Barlaw, over Papali'i, through Harris Tavita. And the 5'10" wrecking ball of Aaron Clark just muscles his way and muscles his country towards potentially a Pacific Championship. Aaron Clark slamming it down.
But it takes half Samoa across the line with him.
I was just watching Tavanga too. He had that crook elbow there where it twisted out. Normally he would have joined into that tackle there.
All right, well, over to you, Samoa. What a start to the day. Led 14-6 at half-time. Had a try denied just after the break that would have had them extend their lead. It was a knock-on from Tuivasa-Sheck in a contest with Keanu Kinney as Asako throws this over. And now they trail by 6. 22 minutes of the Pacific Championships left.
Clark all 25 games for the Warriors this year, not a single 4-pointer. Dally M Team of the Year.
Great story. Back across the Tasman. Linking up with the Warriors after a stint with the Titans.
Survivor of the year, wasn't he?
Trained the house down from all reports and has been absolutely superb.
Going back to, I think it was 2019, he told us here in a moment, White brings it back, but he dropped out of the NRL, went back to the Auckland comp, got himself fit, lost 10 kilos to make his way back to try and have a second crack. And now, years down the track, he's an international and maybe a Pacific Championship winner. Not everyone succeeds at first attempts. He was on another run. 13 metres short of halfway, 22 to go. big possession share, it must be said. Last 10 minutes, Samoa have not touched the ball. Have not touched the ball for 10 minutes. Other than the mistake of a bomb.
Oh, good contact tunnel. 49 missed tackles now too for the Samoan side.
Brown, a 17th run of the ball today. Foreign bomb from a long way out. This one for field position. Samoa cannot afford a mistake. Finally, they have the ball. That's an extraordinary period. You don't see that often in games. A shift like that in possession. 10 minutes without the ball. And 14 straight points, New Zealand. Luai. Fend on foreign. Must score next. Harris to Vita. On to Molo.
Molo, May out there now. Haas still stays. Been incredible what Haas has been able to get through this afternoon. Here's Terrell May.
24-18 it was in week 1 of the championship. Oh, please.
Yeah, sound the alarm.
Tarpany, Fisher Harris ready to come back on. Ball down to Osaka. It is great depth, and so it should be at this level. But New Zealand certainly have it sorted if all these players are available this time next year.
Yeah, Jerome Hughes too, another that's available. What an inclusion he would be. So obviously Kieran Foran's last outing this afternoon, but to bring back the class of Jerome Hughes would be a significant boost also. Here's Kenny. Numbers continue to climb. How dangerous has he been this afternoon?
Crossland on for Fisher Harris to White. Sasungi up there. White got away from 2. Last play. 40 metres out from the line. By the way, New Zealand's completion rate too. They're not making errors. They're up around 85% now. To Masashek.
How good is Britton Nickera? He just loves it. The harder the game, the more he enjoys it.
He's pretty slight too. He's not a big man, is he? It's across the ground well.
They'll go on the run back. Where's the magic come from for Samoa? Last points was the penalty goal at half-time. The try before that was the runaway intercept to Simi Sasungi.
Just had to do a lot of defence, haven't they? You can see they're a little bit bunched at the moment.
They are. They need a penalty, don't they, Block?
Sabita to Luai. Kick from 30 away from his own line. One bounce. Kinney's onto it.
Look at Haas leading the chase. It's ridiculous.
Kinney. Terrell made there as well. Foreign on to Osaka. They're on a roll. It was on. Oh, not another high tackle. They're going to rule that. There they are. Run of penalties as well. Samoa cannot take a drink at the moment.
You look at the likes of Brown and those sort of guys too, willing themselves into the contest. 145 metres for 17 carries for the 5'8".
Yeah, good.
Oh,
20's at his best.
Unbelievable.
They have to be real numbers, Brown.
And that's why, throughout the regular season, you say Parramatta were at their best when Dylan Brown's running. And that's what Newcastle need. If Newcastle can get Dylan Brown running the footy between 10 to 15 times a game, they're already a miles better side. They just are.
Yeah, great point. New Zealand with the ball. That's all ahead. It'll come round soon enough, folks. Don't worry about that. Here's Foran on to Brown. Short. Papali'i. Ball by Blaze Talangi. Kiwis, though, running hot. On a roll. Brown again. Step again off the left. Dylan Brown. Crossland. Fisher Harris.
Great tackle.
8 metres away from the line. The Kiwis with Foran. And then Keanu Kinney. He ran back into trouble. Harris DeVita blindsided him. Last tackle. Is it a kick to McLean? Is it a kick to Osako? Crossland. Foran. It's a kick. Looking for Casey McLean. Finds him. Ball batted hard. Back it goes. Nickel Klugstar with the ball. He's up again. A rubber ball. Chance Nickel Klugstar over the top. Terrell May.
He was right there too, Foran. Didn't give up on the play. Clever football. Full of running the Kiwis. Well done there by Klugstar. Ball goes out the back, cleans it up, and then the presence of mind, they didn't keep coming up here. Chip over the top for 4, and May's back there to clean up.
And drop out Samoa. How game will they be? Luai, short or long? What's he thinking? It's going to be short. Jerome Luai, short and straight. And New Zealand get it uncontested with Kinney. Don't mind the idea, but I don't know whether any teammate knew about it. Francis Molo hasn't got to jump in it. Ball with Tapani. New Zealand leading by 6. 17 to go. Crossland clears the ruck. Whites up in the face of Harris, Tavita and Tavanga. Still go left. Crossland says no. We'll go right forward. Foreign double pump. Kinney with the ball. On it goes to the goal.
Good tackle. Sasangi again. 1-on-1.
Sasangi and To'o. Osaka. 2014. Foreign. Centerfield. Fisher Harris. Oh, a little couple and throw from Jazz Tavanga. Good venue to do it. Now Crossland. Back right. Kinney. Ball. Nicola. Stands in the Sasangi tackle. Last it is over the head of Crossland. Tapani across field, showing the ball. Foreign, switch of play. What's the option? No idea. Throws it left. Out it comes. Brown will run. Of course he'll run. Pavali'i, and then knocked over the sideline. Did it come off Samoa?
Touch judge saying no, I think. Yeah. Touch judge saying no. I'd like another look at that.
Touch.
No. Oh, that's it. Will they get a challenge?
So did Dean Mariner get a touch on it?
The ball was touched by Samoa.
Dean Mariner's the player here, Michael. Put your life on it. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I hope he didn't touch it, but here we see. I think he probably did the way they reacted.
See a bit of thumb movement. You're probably not going to.
Need the Snickers.
You need a snicker.
We had this last night. We had one where we couldn't rule.
Looking at the thumb here to see if the ball gets a touch.
What's his thumb?
Hits the right thumb of Dean Mariner first, which is the original knock on. Captain's challenge is successful.
Kieran Foran, he's on fire with the challenges this afternoon.
So you're saying he could retire and just be like a non-playing captain?
Just from the sideline. Maybe that will be, he'll be able to do that for Manly next year. Yeah, just singing out when to challenge. Tavanga's come from the field.
Kiwis, it just feels like they're just watching the ball at the southern end. Fans at the northern end have the telescopes out to watch what's going on. New Zealand from the scrum. Brown, Kinney just stumbled, tripped over his own left foot there. We found a way to stop him, and it's self-imposed on his 26th run of the game. Cook started Papali'i. Clean loiters. Don't rule out McLean having a crack himself here. Passes low and hard for Brown. Fisher Harris. 8 metres away. New Zealand have scored all the points since half-time. Crossland, Foreign, Whites, Fend on Sua. That is the 4th New Zealand. Crossland off a quick play. The ball doesn't get over. Last tackle. White hears the call from Foreign. You'll find him. Foreign with it. Here's the kick. Looking for McLean again. He's batted it back. Pavali'i almost intercepted. Kinney onto the ball for New Zealand. Here they go again. Another set. Fair dinkum. Samoa without the ball. We'll have to run off to Peter Wynn. Score to buy one. They have a touch. Tapani now. 10 metres from the line. Crossland, Whites. If they hang on here, it's a miracle, Samoa. 14 to go. Crossland, Foreign, Brown, and looming. Kenny on the bounce. McLean to it. What's the ref rule? Play on. Play on the call. 14 to go. Papali'i, slow play the ball. Brown to Fisher Harris. This will be the 4th. No, offloads. Back to Brown, stepping again. Dylan Brown Casey McLean! Dylan Brown! What a game! Casey McLean, another test try! But Dylan Brown is playing out of his skin.
Well, there's nothing really doing there. Brown, that's how good he's playing. He looked like he was stopped, closed off there, just comes back down the blind side. Let's have a look at here. Just the offload here out the back. Look at him. He looks like he's going to go right, just skips left. They stop coming up. The pass around the corner, clean. No doubt he scores that close to the line. Big body, gets the ball. He can put it down to the offload out the back. Brown has had a sensational game. Offload, a clean end.
Great players find you. And when you knock off, and when you just walk for a moment or hesitate, the great players find you. And Isaac Tungo, Chanel Harris-Tavita, just momentarily just knocking off and letting fatigue get the better of them. And it was a sharp right foot step from Brown, who stayed on the offload for Fisher Harris. And quickly McLean back into position. But boy, Dylan Brown, the story of the Pacific Championships, as he heads up the F3 freeway towards Newcastle. They have themselves a player in supreme confidence.
I'm going to throw this at you, Michael. He's getting to Reece Walsh grand final performance areas here. I have never seen a 5'8" with these numbers, ever. I mean, Brown has 19 runs, 9 tackle busts, 5 offloads, a line break, 2 try assists.
He has been.
Who's done that before?
He's been brilliant. He has been such a threat, and 19 runs. It's remarkable.
Sako for 12-point lead. Into the sun here at CommBank. The Samoan fans, they've got a job to lift their team. Asako hangs it well wide. They are still a hope.
Just haven't had any ball.
No.
The whole second half they've come out. Field position for the Kiwis. It's gone boom, crash, opera, straight away with those 3 tries.
I'm not sure if New Zealand dropped the ball.
No, second half, Samoa are 6 completed sets. New Zealand are 16 from 16.
There you go. Yeah, it feels like they just haven't made any errors, and Samoa have had no ball, but they've been their own worst enemy. Disciplines hurt them. A number of penalties in the second half have gifted New Zealand field position, and fatigue hurting Samoa.
Kick off. Oh, hands! Oh, what a catch!
That's brilliant.
What a catch! Jerome Luai in the outfield on the boundary. Stopped it going for 6. Toto with the ball. Samoa, the fans.
Here we go.
They never took a break. They're still with us. Uelu, Molo.
Listen to the fans all of a sudden roaring behind Samoa.
24-14. Loads of time. Uelu, Lua. Catch for the ages from the kickoff. Sua.
Need a fresh man. May needs to do something here for Samoa.
There's another one who can pop a pass, blocker. Uelu and Haas. Luai held it up. Tungo on the right side.
Right side, yeah.
Nickel Cookstone. Harris-Tavita. Set restart. Are inside the 10. Sasangi, nice footwork. Tackled by Fisher Harris. This is Uelu. Molo with a run at the line. How expansive can they be? Uelu, he was under pressure. Great pickup again. Luai batted on to Avasishek. Back goes To'o for Samoa. They lose ground.
Simi Sasangi limping on the far side of the field.
To'o fights for every millimetre. Talagi, Luai, May. Couple of Tigers there. Terrell May can't offload. But not to his feet, not off his feet either. Uelu, that gives him a chance. The young rooster held up.
Set restart.
Wasn't able to get it down.
Great tackle from Tarpany. Desperate.
It's professional foul areas if he's offside. Uelu scores. If man's not there, Luai with the ball floats it up. Not great for Tottenham. To just lunge forward for it. Now to Avasishek. Stand by for the step. First one is left, then back away. May offloaded. Harris-Tavita got it on. Sasangi to Tungo. Tungo round the corner. Knocked back McLean. New Zealand have got the ball. Oh, boy. This is frantic.
Nice move there from Tungo, though. Mariners in a bit of trouble here. Already lost Murray Talangi to a leg injury. in the first half. And now Mariner, who's moved from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, I think he might just collect. What about the take-off, the kick-off from Jerome Luai? Fingertip stuff.
You got to be better on the 10 metres. What a hole.
That was some moment, that. Yeah, now, how close does this kick go? He's looking at it. He's looking at the line.
Strength of Tapa. Unbelievable. Yeah.
And then this is all in the one passage to play this.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Just... Molo's.
You got another head assist on you, maybe. You got a head clash here. I think you can have a look at it.
Head start up and then a head clash.
Dean, you need to leave the field. The independent.
So Mariner will have to leave the field. Samoa could lose 2 here. They can't activate, that's a bit ironic, they can't activate the replacement player, Adam Mariota, who was knocked out in his first minute on test debut in week 1. But if there are 2 HIAs that go against Samoa, he could be activated.
I reckon Molo will go too. He's just laid on the ground there for a minute. There's Mariner. Molo too is in some sort of trouble.
They'll end up with Junior Barlow and the wing the way they're going. I don't think they can cover what's about to happen here. It's going to have to be a real reshuffle in the final bit. Sasangi there. He's been left, right all day, Paul Simi.
That's not my department.
Real hold up with 9 minutes 54 on the clock, 24-14. Samoa score, the crowd go nuts. Like the crowd, if you thought they'd been noisy, if their team have a shot at golden point or victory, wait for it.
He's got to go. There's blood bin here.
Sure. Blood on both legs, on his hand, on his nose. 2 days late for Halloween. Now the ball with Leota. New Zealand possession on their 20. Final 10 of the season, unless we're going to overtime. Tapini has been magnificent. Now Tamare Martin out there on the Fisher Harris. This is a triumph for Tamare Martin as well to be on this platform. Pacific Championship final. Foreign may be headed for a win in his last game. They'll cheer him off if that's the case. To'o on the run back. Well handled. You don't often see Brian To'o driven back like that. 9 minutes to go. Mariner is a category 1, so he's gone. Not back. Ball with Sua. Yes, he is able to pass. Sasangi quickly on to Haas. Fend on Brown. Haas across field. McLean just stands him up. Makes the tackle with Nickel Cookstar. Balo. Look out of petrol, don't they, Samoa? The fence has taken its toll. And our independent doctor, I think, has ruled something here. Francis Molo now has to go as well. Now,
the independent doctor.
If they quickly rule category 1, they'd probably want that to be able to activate a fresh play. See, if he goes for the mandatory, well, with 8.5 to go and they don't find out, well, they sort of need a quick decision here on a concussion front to be able to bring the additional man into the game. 10 metres inside their own half. Getting down to them. Have to score this set category. A kick through. Sua. Almost away from Fisher Harris. Last tackle. Tuivasa-Sheck. Jerome Luai. They're up quick on him. Uelu. Tuivasa-Sheck. On the To'o. Quick hands. There was nowhere to go. There was nowhere to go for Samoa there. It was all dead ends.
Well, that's what happens. You start to try and squeeze the passes when you're trying to play catch-up. Good ball movement again here. He did well to get the ball back in field. To'o, Sasangi couldn't handle it.
Molo category 2, so that rules that out of the equation. He may still fail a test, but they have to go through the process. So Mariota will not get a chance for Samoa. So how they cover for this? You work out what they're doing in terms of their backline now. I think Blaze Talangi's playing out on right wing here. New Zealand 10 metres inside their own half.
They've done well, haven't they, the New Zealand side? The way that they've held their nerve. 14-6 at half-time, they'll get beat. Been dominant in the second half.
Now Foran drops it off to Nikora. Still running with great zest. Tamare Mutton. Tapani. Crossfield it goes, It's Talangi at Blaze Talangi, right winger, outside of Isaac Tungall, and they've got Simi Sasangi playing left centre. Ball with Brown, a bomb, and it is Tuivasa Sheck to keep them in the match. He was clipped in the air. Oh no! Penalty goes New Zealand's way.
You ran Matt off the ball.
An escort play.
You ran Matt off the ball. Off the ball.
And they're going to go for goal and a 12-point lead.
You ran sideways, Junior.
They've been patient, they've been calculated, they've been a lot more direct in the second half, New Zealand, and in the end, some individuals have shown some real class. Dylan Brown in particular. Kinney's had a great afternoon. The bench has been huge. The contribution again this afternoon of White, Aaron Clark, Willison have been absolutely superb.
It's a great thing to have, Mick, isn't it? And all of a sudden you can bring the big guns back on with 20 to go. If you get yourself close enough to the scoreboard, you can go on and win it, bringing those sort of guys back on.
Well, you know better than any. You win the middle of the field, you're more often than not with the day. And at the moment, New Zealand are just in such a rich spot where they just have so much class, different body shapes, different variations, but they're all world-class forwards, aren't they?
Tackle busters.
Yeah. 18 from 18, completion rate second half. Do they beat Australia, boys, as the kick is successful? The lead is 12. Do they beat the Kangaroos? And what you've seen over the last month?
Well, I've got to say they would. To be brutally honest with you, I think they've been better than the Kangaroos have been, although they went over there and they won the Ashes and won 3-0, but I'll tell you what, there'd be some sort of game.
Wouldn't it ever? Yeah, I can't wait to see it next year. I can't wait to see it.
Well, it's scheduled to be the first game of the World Cup. There it is, 4 straight tries, a couple of penalty goals, all unanswered points. Samoa had led 14-6. It's 20 straight points to New Zealand in this second half. They are 5 minutes away. Stacey Jones delivering a second Pacific Championship final win for New Zealand in 3 years. Michael Maguire was at the helm of the last one. Moses Leota on the run. Foran into the last 5 of his amazing career. Where are the league gods sitting with Foss? Martin a run. Link up with Foran.
You talk about a flood of emotions. He'd be thinking about it right now. We saw it before the game, the tears, but what a player he's been. I haven't seen many more courageous than that fella.
Second half comeback. Toa onto the ball, loses it. It bounces into the arms of Foran. Last round of the NRL, they came from behind the Titans to give Foran a win. Now in the Pacific Championship, Papali'i on his way. New Zealand grab the trophy. And all but hoisted into the air with that try. The Kiwis way too good in their second half. What a day for New Zealand.
I think he surprised himself there, Papali'i, when he bounced out of the tackle. He couldn't believe it. A little bit of a head clash a little bit early, only a few minutes ago. Foran gets the ball back here. To'o goes high. And there's the ball coming loose. A good tackle. Foran knows straight away. Let's get it to the extremes. Straight away. Gets the ball from a standing start too, Papali'i. They can't make the tackle on him. He can't believe it. They've been outstanding in the second half, the Kiwis. Dominant, powerful. Papali'i goes in for another 2.
Papali'i away from his Panthers teammate Blaze Talangi. In New Zealand, victory is theirs. What a second half. Bruised and battered and bloodied. But a 2-try hero, Isaiah Papali'i. I think numbers for him too. What a way he finished the year. What a way to finish the year for all of us. This game, 4 minutes to go.
Toa Samoa haven't been able to bother the scoreboard attendant in the second half here. It's been all the Kiwis. They come out with a different attitude. Nice and direct. So they tried to finesse their way in the first half. They tried to go around them a little bit. They've gone through them here in the second half. A lot of possession. And they've been good enough to score with that possession.
The last half of Rugby League of the season, and New Zealand are 20 from 20 in the completion rate. Asako with the right boot. New Zealand on its way. Samoa only 8 completed sets in the second half. CommBank has turned on a final. We will see you again in February for live Rugby League, and we can't wait. We'll be off to Vegas again last weekend of February. Dragons and Bulldogs blocker. Knights
Big
and
clubs.
Cowboys.
Big clubs.
Super League battle as well. Holkar, the champions, will be there under Willie Peters. Kick off. New Zealand have the ball with Kitty. 3.5 to go. The Kiwis are the champs. Well before the finish line. Tapani. Samoa too having to overcome adversity. So they lost to Langi in the first half. Murray Taulangi. And they lost in Mariner. Molo off the field as well. Haven't been able to handle a rampant New Zealand. Fisher Harris. He's had a lot of offloads. Ball with Tapani. Total offload count now is 19 for New Zealand. That's big. Martin, Foran, Fisher Harris, Leota. Not quite at speed, all of that. Last tackle it is. Martin looks up to the left. Brown running hot. They're going to run it. Papali'i, Kenny, back to Brown. Brown will run. Power, Brown will pass and set up another one. Nickel clock star over for the Kiwis. I'll say this. Brown is gold. Dylan Brown is gold today.
Yeah, have a look at the set play here. The ball back on the inside there by Papali'i. Set up for Kinney, the fast man. Beautifully set up on the short side. Star gets the try. Gets the spoils there for the Kiwis. What a second half they've had. But the set play, just watch it. This is a great angle here. Straight to Papali'i. Look at the ball. Back in the side. He comes from the back. Great offload again. Brown does the rest. Catch and pass. Kiwis in again. Tuivasa-Sheck can't make the tackle. Did his best to try and make it. Just have a look where he comes from behind here. The fast man, Kenny. What a game he's had. He got splattered there.
Term. Splattered by Tungle. Dylan Brown has pulled the right rein on every occasion. What a shot this is for the Kiwis. Nickel Klukstar scores in the corner. The win is big to the Kiwis, coached by one of their legends, Stacey Jones. The Samoan fans, the Tongan fans, we will mention you. You have been fantastic in this postseason. But as passionate as you are, you know that this is the champion team of the Pacific this year.
And Andrew, I'm really waiting for the end of the game. You watch the reaction from the Kiwi players to Kieran Foran. The respect that they have for that young fella, you watch.
Thought Foran might have even got a shot. He lets Asako take it, and he nails another from the sideline. 36-14. Foran's going to go out a winner. Today was never going to define him either way, but I bet it feels good. And it wouldn't surprise me if Fisher Harris lets him go up and take the trophy. It's real now.
It wouldn't surprise me if they score again here, the Kiwis.
Samoa on the end of nothing but New Zealand ball in this second half. Can they keep their slate clean in terms of perfect handling in a final to do what they've done? Kiwis head out from their own line. Again, the Samoan fans not going home early. Their team can't win. It's 22 the difference. What a theatre they've provided for the players to perform. Leota Kangaroos winners last night or this morning. Gillaroos winners today. Now the Kiwis. Tapani. You'd have to think based on the criteria, Tapani and Brown are the two leading contenders for the Golden Boot. Fisher Harris now. I don't think any of the Kangaroos are entitled to say they've gone better than the Kiwi individuals in this series. Back to Foran. His play is a kick to the corner, as professional as ever. To'o underneath it. 40 seconds to go. Samoa ball, To'o's 20th carry of the match. Sasangi has tried his heart out. It's a very big year for Simi Sasangi. Now Tuivasa-Sheck, his 20th carry of the day. By the way, Kinney, 30 runs, 229 metres, 7 tackle busts, 5 offloads from the young Titan fullback. Harris Aveda. Junior Barlow with a falcon. And somehow Ash Klein just says, that's not back. Fair enough. Last play of the season. Thank you, linesman. Thank you, ball boys. 2025 comes to an end. New Zealand the champions. A 30-point second half. And for Kieran Foran, a mighty career comes to an end. A warrior in every sense of the word. 34 test matches for Kieran Foran. 318 first-grade games. New Zealand, the Pacific Championship winners, defeating Samoa 36-14.
Number 6 from the Kiwis, Dylan Brown. And a special moment here, Kieran Foran is giving the player of the match to Dylan.
Hey, I appreciate this. No, it's been a good series. Shout out to the boys. They work hard. It's been a long year, and yeah, shout out to Foz, bro. Honestly, massive career. Proud of you, bro, and it's been a pleasure playing with you. Cheers, guys. Try it.
I'd now like to ask the captain from Toa Samoa to please come forward, Junior Paulo.
Yeah, malo lava so for mau langi mama. Ona mo mosi I viinga le tua le mai tatou nei. I just want to thank you to everyone that turned up today. It's been massive over the support over the last couple of weeks, but I also want to congratulate the Kiwis on the win today. They came out strong in their second half and managed to come over the top, but you know, I also want to say thanks to our boys. I wouldn't change a thing over the last couple of weeks and even today, so it's a good stepping stone for the boys moving forward, but most of all, I think we can walk away with our head held high and just be thankful for that. You know, it's been a great series, so to everyone behind the scenes that were able to make this possible, thank you again.
Thank you to Junior Paulo. We'd now like to ask the captain for the Kiwis, James Fisher-Harris, to please come forward, and he'll be bringing somebody special with him as well, in Kieran Foran, to please say some words.
Good day to you, we. I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Big love to the Toa Samoa fans and all the Kiwi fans. I think the international game has been on another level. I think next year is probably going to be most epic World Cup. So, yeah, just like to thank the Toa Samoa boys again. Jerome Luai and Junes doing a massive job for Samoa. And like our other brothers, Tonga over there too. So I think the international game is growing. And yeah, just to our boys, it's been an amazing camp. Yeah, big black all day, brothers. And I'm just super stoked we could do this for Foz, yeah? So check.
James, you'll now be presented with what you're here for today, and that is the Pacific Championship Cup.
Strike the left turn.
CommBank Stadium.
Stand up, New Zealand. The Kiwis are your Pacific champions for 2025. What a season it has been for the men in black. We'll be back right after this.